Adam, who's in charge of our marketing and what we do, and he reminded me we always have, I guess ever since they started that Cyber Monday stuff, we always had last call. And so he wanted me to come on tonight and cover some stuff, and I said I would. Okay. And but a couple of things I want to tell you before I do. The number you want to look for on the S&P is 6847. Write that number down, 6847. That number will tell you we're ready to start going higher as early as tomorrow. Everybody got that number? Type it in there, and that way you'll remember it. 6847. Just type it into the chat room, and now you'll remember it. Now for tonight, the number you want to stay above is 6819. 6819. That would break us down a little bit further. It might test to 6802, which was the low. But if we stay above that, get past 9 o'clock, get past the 31 RB1, I think you're off to some fresh moves overnight. I'd like to highlight today, if you go back and look at our TNT room, we had Apple this morning as a buy at 279.17, 279.17, and I'll post it. If you're in TNT in the morning, Apple will be one of my top 5 stocks. I can tell you right now. I will give you the pivot number for tomorrow. You like the pivot numbers in the Magic 5 you get every day? I've refined those a little bit. I think they're all 5 are going to pay tomorrow. So be sure if you're there, you look at those numbers before you trade, okay? And then I'll also, for those that like to trade the SPX SSP, I will post in the morning, sometime in the TNT room, between 9:30 and 10, the breakout number for TNT. David says the pivot numbers really make a big difference. They do, don't they? They help you. Did y'all notice NVIDIA, and this is just a side note that I made note of today. Did you notice NVIDIA today started rising, and tonight it's at 180. Did y'all notice that NVIDIA has a bid in the market? A bid meaning that NVIDIA, if I look at it, yeah, 180. So NVIDIA should make the top 5 tomorrow also. We'll see how it holds up overnight. TQQ's a buy, and it's at 54.32. And I think that what we got to do is just be a little patient there and see what happens. I'm pretty excited about everything. Anybody got any questions before I get into what I call the last call for the Black Friday, Green Friday? Anybody got any questions? Ask it now because I got time to answer it if you got any. We're going to make money tomorrow. We'll meet at 10:45 for the T-Buzz All-Stars. 11 o'clock, we'll meet for Train and Trade. 1:30, we start our live trading event, 1:30. And I had a big call today with Mike from the Roadmap, and we just got a real good thing going on there. You know, I told you his father was in an accident, doing okay. And once everything sorts out, we'll get a date when we're going to release it. Yeah, Jennifer, stops. What are you using? Are you using like a 2-day low for your stops? That's a good place to start. 2-day low, okay? I would go to a 2-day low, and that was where I would start with my stop, okay? That should keep you in the trade if you got it right. If you're buying something, 2-day low. Does that help you? A great question. If you trade the Magic 5 with Delta, how many days out? I would go about 8 days. 8 days is sort of a sweet spot for me. 7 to 10 will work, but I always just try to get 8 if I can get 8. Yeah, next week I got a class Monday and Tuesday. That's right. Thanks for reminding me. I got a one-on-one Wednesday of this week, and but I do have a class next week. Absolutely. Now everybody knows the last week of December is the best trading week of the year. Did y'all know that? I don't tell a lot of people that, but I'll tell you tonight. The last week of December for years has been the best trading week of the year. These insights that I give you are based off many years of experience. You ought to listen and write them down, in my opinion. All right. Any other questions? I'm getting some good questions here. No, Joanne, it's best because it trends that week. If the market's going down that week, it keeps going down. If it's going up that week, it keeps going up. It's a trending market, and it doesn't have the, what I would say, it doesn't have the ups and downs of a typical week. Okay, people in my futures first, y'all see where the S&P is trading. Be sure to check into the room after 9. Okay, so I want to get done where y'all, those that want to join us for futures first can do that. So let me get going here. Thank you for joining me. Risk involved in trading. Former Air Force officer, active trader since the 70s, former member of Chicago Mercantile Exchange, author of 3 books, Winning the Day Trading Game, Markets Never Sleep, and Trade to Win. That's what we do. DTI will help you master the markets through education, training, and experience. In my opinion, the market should go higher. You got the parameters for that. I gave it to you tonight. 7 Sisters, that's how we look in December, up 15%, 20%, 10% for the Dow, 20% for the Dow. Gold is over 60% higher. Crude is down 17%, and bonds are pulling back right now, up about 2%. This should be a buying opportunity after this week for bonds. I love covering this. It's the last time I'll be able to cover it for a solid year. My 15 laws of trading. Has everybody made copies of these laws? They will help you trade. You ought to make copies of it. The last time I'll be talking about it. Control your emotions. You have to control your emotions. I do that through a process. Theory of connecting the dots. This is what we'll cover tomorrow in our, this law right here will be covered tomorrow in Train and Trade. Don't miss it. After what Jonathan did today, he set the bar pretty high. I can't wait till tomorrow. Understanding time. We'll also talk about time tomorrow based on the start of a month. Key numbers. I gave you one tonight, 6847. 24-hour market right now. We're in the Asian time frame, around the clock. Learn this, please. I cover it all the time. Learn this when you look at the market. You ought to say to yourself, what time zone am I in? Not that you're in Central or Eastern, but what time zone? Asia, Europe, early US, and late US. A simple question, but you better know the answer if you're going to be successful. Relationship trading. If a stock has good earnings in tech, like NVIDIA reports, other tech stocks will go up. Better to play the other ones on earnings days. Seasonality, there's 4 seasons a year. They all have their different requirements. The best of the best is the one we're in right now. October, November, December, that's the best. Divergence. This is, for example, you got Bitcoin going down and you got gold going up. Which one would you put money in long when you saw that kind of divergence? You answer. If you got Bitcoin going down, where are you going to put your money? In gold, right? Exactly. That's what a lot of people are doing. Hot and sizzling. That could either be Tom's Magic 5. Every day, they're all hot and sizzling. Opens are more important than closes, unlike you won't hear that anywhere else in the industry, but right here. There's a reason. It works, folks. Just ask people who've been with me for a long time. The opening price is the key price. Bicycle trading. We make trading a process. In other words, let's start with time. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Question. Tuesday is the best trade day of the week. True or false? That's my opinion. Is it the best trade day of the week? Absolutely it is. So you want to trade on Tuesday. You'll hear me say it's trade day. All about the process. News. We got a lot of news coming out to catch up, and it's pretty good. Understanding it also. What to look for is important. Pivot numbers. I'll give you a pivot number in the morning. That pivot number worked like a charm day. Did you see the market? What did the market did once it came back below 35? It got weak, didn't it? My pivot numbers are pretty good. You ought to know what they are every day. Pyramiding. This is where you take a small amount of money and grow it to a large point. Everybody wants to do that. I'll show you how. And finally, I taught this in my Futures First. How many people love the lessons on gold, how to use the free riding technique? You want to see what they're going to say. They loved it. Who wouldn't love having a position in open in a market, right? And you got your money out of the pot. Free riding is something that we teach. It's easier to do in futures than anything else. And I have a whole lesson on free riding around gold. Our goal's always been simple here. Accuracy. You'll hear me talk a lot about accuracy, and the reason is I like to minimize risk when I trade. There's a lot of trades I could take. A lot of trades, but I don't take it because the risk is too great. The trades I choose have minimum risk and good upside. That's where my money goes. That's where you learn from me where to play and where not to play. Our simple goal is trade to win. All right, tonight, last call. I'm going to cover it for you. Interactive home study course. Please buy this one. If you don't buy anything else, be in my interactive home study. By the end of the month, if you help me put together what I think will be the best home study course ever put together, and you should be on scholarship. Once I hit my 100 people, we'll start having webinars to get your input to make it great. Now, here's one that should be a no-brainer for you. Join my Futures First tonight, pay $12.50. Join it tomorrow. Join it tomorrow. It's going to cost you $2,500. Circle A if joining tonight is a lot better than joining tomorrow. Think about that one. All Stars, VIP, I do it. Power Play, if you want to learn how to properly trade options, that's the way you do it. Roadmap software, don't trade without it. By the way, tomorrow it goes back to its price of $1,000, and I might go better. Charlie's Room, very informative, very detailed, and somebody really wants to get in the nitty gritty, it's a great place to be. Weekend Profits Club doesn't need any promotion. It's great. One ticker payout. Think about a light bulb with the one ticker payout. I'd go VIP there. My Genesis Algo, unbiased look at midday. Now, if you take MTI, which is great during periods of market turmoil, you get a $250 credit towards the purchase of something else. Sunrise Signals, not the stepson, but the son of Genesis. Anchor Trades is roaring. It's a great feature we added about 2 weeks ago. Now, here's one you can't say no to. If you buy tonight, 1 month subscription in TNT, my talk and trade, where all the action is, where all those great wins are. It's called a BOGO if you buy tonight. The gold program after tonight will change. You'll get notice how it's changing. But as of tonight, it will be the legacy gold, meaning if you've got a subscription in that and you want to renew it, do it tonight. Changes are in the wind. Folks, call 904-706-3532. Any questions? I want to play the entire, for the last time, my turn Friday into green. Got any questions? Ask them. We're about to go with the stream. We'll hang around and answer questions. Anybody got it? Get involved, is what I would tell you. Get involved. Adam said, this is the last call. No more happy hours after tonight. Listen, learn, and take the trades. Take it away, Adam. Listen, learn, and take the trades. And here's how we do it. The DTI methods, the 24-hour global market. I use tape reading and the software to center myself every day. At a glance, I can keep up with the market. I don't have to write things down during the day. I'm looking for opportunities. I'm looking for what's doing. I do it through the DTI method. There's the global market again, a review, 4 sections. We're into the U.S. morning right now. We're into the U.S. morning. There's a picture of the roadmap. It doesn't do it justice. All these features inside the roadmap help you make money. ETR line, the compass charts, the buy areas, the buy signals, and of course, my custom page. We have it finally after all these years. You can go and download from the internet the exact workspace I'm using. That's a good start for everybody. And we identify our key bars by blue and white. This software over the years has turned a bunch of losers into a bunch of winners. Might help you to investigate this. If you're making money now, you'll make more money. If you're losing money now, you'll get from the losing column to the winning column by having this software. Opportunities in the market and things that pop up are right there in front of you. This year's opportunity, I told people gold was going higher. It's been long. It's up 50% this year. We bought stocks like CDE, go check it out. KGC, GLD, go check it out, folks. By listening and taking what we say, you got things working in the background, not day trades, portfolio trades. My accuracy rate, 4 out of 5. I tell everybody I'm going to be somewhere around 4 out of 5, and I do that through discipline. Let's cover some of our core education and trade alert service. My T-Buzz Talk and Trade, a live trading using Telegram. They can arrive at any time during the day. If you join me today in T-Buzz TV, you get 1 month free. That's right. If you join me today, you get 1 month free. This is the only time during the year I discount it. So today, if you want to join me, you better join it today if you want that deal. This week alone, I bought Google at 302. The current price is, well, it's at now 323. That's a pretty good play, wouldn't you say? Everybody in TNT had it this week. Every morning before the sun comes up, I give you my top 5 puts and the pivot number for each. For each of these stocks, I tell you where to get long. Okay? I've been long Apple all week also. It's at 278 now and going higher. Right? In fact, I gave you an option play that we're going to make this morning on Apple. My All-Star program, my granddaddy of all services, issue a trade every week, 52 times a week, solid education along the way. This is my granddaddy of all my services. Weekly planning session on Sunday night, live trade session on Tuesday at 10:45. Been doing it that way for years, and I have flash meetings as needed. MTI by DTI. We have a special on that today. If you want to get MTI today, buy it at today's prices. When the market gets shaky like it did last week, you got to go to MTI to frame it. It's a great market. It's got a great scanner telling you when to be long, when to be short, and when to be out. With this tool and roadmap side by side, you've got a double barrel approach at the profit gain. Easy to use. Takes you about 5 minutes to get it on your computer. My Tuesday power plays every week. This will teach you about options better than any program I got. 5 trades on Tuesday with a remarkable ROI, return on your investment. Now this one here was really a surprise. I didn't know it was going to be so good, but every Thursday or Friday, I find a Weekend Profits Club trade. It's the last trade I make during the week. It's got a remarkable setup, small risk, big gain. You got to love it. Every Friday. In fact, we will do the Weekend Profits Club trade today. Last trade I do, my 1 ticker payouts. This was a pleasant surprise. This was I think the 1 ticker payout program is the equivalent, if I was an inventor, of the invention of a light bulb. It's accidentally marvelous. About 35 trades in a row we made on this sucker. It's one of the simplest, most straightforward ways to do it. It's so good. Again, today, the best price all year. Now, Futures Plus education. I started teaching futures, and you saw what Frank did. Put Frank back in there where people can see what Frank did, but training under me. I got more Franks involved in my Futures First than I care to name, but he did post it today, so we'll show it to you. Everyone needs to know futures. Today in futures will be the last time I offer this discounted price. It goes to double that starting next week. Too valuable. I've created a Delta program inside there. We got long last night in the Delta program. We'll make, right now, if we got out right now, we'd be smiling, but we're going to wait and hold for a target. I trade and analyze and interpret and teach you how to do it. That's the beautiful thing about Futures First, all about the education. Charlie's Option Room. Charlie's been with me about 20 plus years, a former student, a great option educator. A lot that he teaches, and it's all about setups and a lot of different things. I think it's very good. My Genesis Algo. This was new this year. It interprets each day on whether to stay long, get short, or stay out. Now we got odds to read it and things to do. It just comes right to you, the algorithm. Unbiased approach looking at the market. And that is a very valuable thing to have, to take your bias out of the way. Wouldn't you agree? Taking your bias out of the way, doesn't it get in the way sometimes of you making money? With the Genesis, you don't have to worry about it. The sunrise signal, the sun of Genesis. When the sun comes up, baby, it's good. It diversifies you when you do things early in the morning. Especially if you came in long, you need to be short, it'll tell you how to hedge. Great signal before the sun comes up. And it's all automatic. Anchor trades. This is something good. This trade right here has been a big success. We opened it up and it was so good, so good. Sawgrass Workshop, our goal has always been simple. Increase your accuracy, lower your risk. Here's the Black Friday deals. Don't worry about trading right now. There's plenty of times to trade. You got to let the market unfold. The only thing you need to do is make sure you got that Apple trade in. Let me say that again. These prices are only guaranteed through today. Here we go. The super bonus. Anybody that spends $10,000 a day will get a a fast, unbelievable, we call it a Green Machine trading laptop, and a copy of the 2026 Trader's Almanac. You'll get that with your, if you exceed 10,000 with me today. Indecision leads to procrastination. Procrastination leads to failure. That's such a true statement when it comes to trading. We got about 30 minutes before I'm going to get into the market. So take your shot, take these prices. If you think education is expensive, try the School of Hard Knocks. Breaking news. This is the big one. We polled students Wednesday and 98% voted yes. Listen up, folks. This is breaking. I've introduced an interactive home study course. It will last 52 weeks. Will start in January for 2026. I'm going to invite special guests in, like Mr. Hirsch from Trader's Almanac will be my kickoff guest at the first of the year. After he's seen December, he'll give us an update. And I will invite other great luminaries in from the industry. Friends of mine for many years will be into the interactive home study. It will work. And I asked this question the other day and I was shocked because y'all remember the weekly reader from school? Y'all remember that, the weekly reader from school? Well, let me tell you. That's how I learned. I remember I was so excited to get it on Monday and complete it Friday. There were over 92,000 copies of it in 1962, 92,000. The price is $4,000 for an interactive home study. And here's where you got to listen. Today's Black Friday, correct? Today is about turning Black Friday into Green Friday. Today, we already had 10 people take spots. If you're one of my beta group, this is the value that you get. During the month of December, we got our course outline and we're going to get input from you. We'll make it what you want it to be. Here's a prediction. I'm going to give you a prediction. This will be the best home study course in the history of education. In the history of education, when it comes to the market, I will strive to make it just as valuable as going back to my grammar school days. Did anybody have the weekly reader? I loved it. I will strive to make it. The weekly reader wasn't a classroom handout. It was a rite of passage through grammar school for me. Started in 1928. A great story. This will be the weekly reader of trading if I have anything to do with it. I'm so excited about doing this. Anyway, read about it on the net. You can buy it today for $9.99. Once we get to 100, we're cutting it off and the price goes up. Be one of my beta group. Believe me, you will get scholarship after scholarship being part of this program. And that's something that I believe that I will teach you how to do. $9.99, 90 more to go. If you buy the $10,000 golden offer, the gold package, today's the last day I'm offering the full gold package. If you buy today, I'll honor it. So there's going to be some changes there. I limited it to 15 customers. The cart's open. Go to dtitrader.com/Green Friday. Let's review what's available. Here it is. Interactive home study. $900, $9.99 for the next 90 people. Now this is a big one. Futures first. I want to give everybody a chance. This is going to $2,500 on Monday. We meet every Monday night. I've got a Delta program I've added. That's why the price is going up. But if you buy here, you get it for a year. If you're already a member, you can go out and get it and add to your subscription. My T-Buzz All-Star 1-year price is $597. If you want to be a legendary VIP holder of it, it's $1491. Tuesday Power Plays, 3 years, $1797. 1 year is $1491. Now listen close on the Roadmap software. Last chance. If you get the Roadmap today, you'll buy it at 50% the retail price. There was major changes coming to the roadmap, upgrades. I've got it. I'm going to introduce it in December, January. So get on board right now at this price. Charlie's room is $29.50. 2 years is $5,000. The Weekend Profits Club VIP $12.50. One ticker payouts $12.50. The Genesis Algo $13.97. MTI by DTI. If you buy MTI today, this is a big discount. You will get $250 off anything else you buy if you buy MTI today. My Sunrise Signal $12.97. My Anchor Trades is $8.80. And this is a good one. It's a BOGO day for TNT. You buy 1 month, you get 2 months. That's $100 a month, never cheaper. The Gold program, like I said, will stay in its final form today, 10,000. Go to 904-706-3532, dtitrader.com/Green Friday. Folks, this is the first time I went through it. Go through it, select what you want, highlight what you want. I'll be here to answer questions as we get set up to trade at 10 o'clock. Actually, 10:10. Got plenty of time. The only thing you need to do is get in that Apple trade I told you about. Okay. Speaking of that, let's make it happen. Any questions at all? I wish I could use the name Weekly Trader for my interactive course. I'm excited about it. You got to be excited too. Yes. Yes. If you buy the gold package, John, if you buy the gold package and you got a year left, you'll be included with your 50 with the interactive course. Good, great question. If you buy the gold. After today, it won't be included. By the way, while you're looking at on my desk, everybody see my crystal ball? I had to repossess it from Roger because I let him use it for all these years. And I got him another one, so I just didn't take a crystal ball away. But I've had this every day that I've had DTI since April of 1996. It's back on my desk, and I've noticed my trading's improved too. Had to get it back in its position. I was worried about it slipping off and breaking. Well, it's free, whatever it was for him. $2.50. I will adjust a trade. Any questions about any of the courses? Any questions how Green Friday works? Take the TNT offer. I think you'll find getting 2 months for $100 a month is pretty good. Rob, will you please listen? It's the same answer. You only pay $2.50. Okay, $2.50. I will adjust it later this morning at 10:30 if we don't get filled. Yes, the roadmap software, I'm going through a major upgrade there. You can get the roadmap at $500 right now. Folks, you got to be excited. Everybody excited about this? How many people is excited I'm going to be live trading with you and, you know, we're going to turn this into Green Friday before the day's over, huh? Y'all excited about me putting this kind of time in there with the team? You ought to be, because let me tell you, This is a very great day to trade. Because let me tell you, Adam, who's in charge of, okay, this is the last time I'm going to repeat it. Do not pay more than $2.50 for the apple spread I gave you. Don't you think I repeated it enough, folks? Patience. You got to have a little patience when you're doing what I'm doing.